Today we've got the first look at the new iPhone 17 series, we've got news on the new colors, and we've also got... So it's really not been long since the iPhone 16 release, and we're already getting plenty of information on the 17, but to be honest, it was exactly the same last year, and then a lot of the information. So first up, we've got news that the 17 Pro models are going to feature a new 2nm chipset, which will of course be the A19 Pro, and this is going to be a record-breaking chip in itself. TSMC and Apple are going to be the first to adopt it for the iPhone 17 Pro models, and it's expected to deliver 15% performance increase at the same power consumption. And of course, it's also got news that there's going to be a graphite sheet added to the whole iPhone 17 lineup and an additional vapor chamber cooling system in the Pro Max, and this is going to improve heat dissipation and allow the iPhone 17 series to significantly increase their performance in all aspects. Now, a big change for the standard iPhone 17 models is the upgrade to a 120Hz LTPO OLED display, and judging by my comment section, this is going to be a huge report from ET News states that there will no longer be a refresh rate gap between any iPhone 17 models and even the brand new iPhone 17 Air or iPhone 17 Slim as it may be called. Now, over on the Pro models, we get another big display change though, and this time it's the Dynamic Island. And many leakers are advising that it's going to be the first iPhone to feature an under-display form of a punch hole. Now, this has been reported by many leakers for quite some time now, and it's thought that Apple could do away with the Dynamic Island entirely on the Pro models. It's now going to use a meta lens, which means it's still there, but it's flatter and smaller, and that the Dynamic Island is still going to be there, but its size is going to be reduced, so we're going to have to wait and see. 48 megapixel periscope camera in the Pro models to increase the quality of the zoom shots, and that the selfie camera is also going to be getting upgraded to 24 megapixel. But I've also got news that Apple are going to be using their own Wi-Fi 7 chips for the iPhone 17 series, and the Pro models are going to be getting an upgrade to 12GB of RAM for epic performance. They're going to be replacing the volume buttons and the action button with a new button that has the technology to replace both. And he says it's going to be similar to the capture button and allow multiple controls, but Majin Buu says a lot, and not a lot of it turns out to be true, so take this one with a grain of salt for now. But next up, we got the first look at the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and specifically the new product red color that's been rumored to make its return. And again, it's important to note that these are not real, and they're 3D renders that I've created based on the leaks, but they give you a good idea of what you can expect from the new iPhone with a new full screen display and a punch hole camera. Now, of course, it's likely that we'll get one new color, which is rumored to be the product. A report of teal, green, and dark green titanium making appearances on the Pro models, but personally, I just think they're too similar, and there's also just too many new. It's just not going to be happening. So overall, the iPhone 17 lineup is looking like an exciting release from Apple, and we finally get some big changes, especially with the non-Pros upgrading to 120Hz displays. Now, there's no doubt going to be a lot of focus being poured into Apple Intelligence over the next year, with Apple trying to capitalize on the power of their chipsets and the upgraded RAM. Now, of course, given its similarities with the predecessor, I don't think anyone with the 16 is going to be rushing for an upgrade, but for those of you with older iPhones or looking to get their first iPhone, then now, of course, there's still quite some time to go until the iPhone 17 official launch, but as we approach it, more and more information is going to come in, and I'm going to be sharing it as soon as it does.